Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Natalia, Silva! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Grasso!
Ready.
Well, great to be with you tonight, live from Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And when I was here for UFC 113 back in 2010, George St. Pierre wasn't even fighting. Loudest pro sports venue I have ever heard in my life.
John, they get so excited to watch a fight. Look, man, when you go to Montreal, it's a great city, but it's cold. People are going to the arena not only for the fight, but to escape the snow. And once they get there, they are screaming and going absolutely crazy. This is a great fight environment.
Pretty solid kick by her there. Trying to kick the leg out. Catches the kick there. We'll see what she can do with it. Grasso gets the early takedown. That did not take long. So she backs up here and lets her opponent stand up. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Able to check that kick as well. Well, that is as good a combination as we have seen from her on the feet. And she's doing it against another striker. Pretty impressive.
She's doing it against a high-level kickboxer, but she's got her opponent going backwards. And she can do that if she continues to string these combinations together, making her opponent react opposed to leading the dance.
Frantic pace early on to this one.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Now goes to the uppercut. Nice kick there by Silva. And she caught the kick. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Lands a jab. Well, she continues to stay busy, and no surprise, she continues to connect with these punches.
She's so fast and so accurate, and also the cardio allows her to fight at such a great pace.
Grasso gets caught by that straight hand. Push kick there to the body. Grasso circling towards the left now. So many striking repetitions. She knows how to move those feet.
Big punches.
And now that jab starting to get established. And she caught the kick. Oh, gorgeous straight punch there shortly after she catches the leg. So she has got her opponent's timing down to a T right now. Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there, and you land something, and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on them, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that.
All right, so she continues to attack the body to great effect. Actually, some redness now underneath the elbow of her opponent.
Yeah, she does a great job of attacking the body in multiple different ways, and it's starting to pay dividends for her.
Silva getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
She is so dominant from the top position.
She is reading things pretty well defensively as she's able to dodge that strike on the ground.
She's got her eyes open, and she's very aware of everything coming in her direction.
Silva gets up and decides to take this fight back to its feet, despite having a seemingly dominant position on the ground. All right, so the narrative in this one continues to be her educated jab, and once again, using that weapon to keep her opponent at bay.
She started to write the story in round one, and she has continued down the path to victory behind a beautiful jab. What a phenomenal, phenomenal boxing we are watching tonight.
Missed on the right hand.
Jeez, you can hear that.
Well-placed kick there by Silva. Grasso's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. Oh, that body kick couldn't have felt good. Takedown defense holds up. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Horn sounds for the end of round one. Stop. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. We will keep an eye on this cut. You see the cut man racing in there. Cut, it looks like it's on the bridge of the nose. He'll try to shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for her here moving forward. Looks like he'll close it up now. All right, so there's the end of the round. And in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh, nice jab by Grasso. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
I've never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Grasso gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. Catches the kick there. We'll see what she can do with it. Grasso gets caught with that punch. Oh, nice display of technique by her there. Nice straight. Grasso's blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Silva gets caught by the straight punch. That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
Left hand connection and a right. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike land.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, well, she told us she was the best boxer in this division, and certainly the film tonight dovetails with that opinion. Her hands are on point.
You know, John, every time they say that I'm the best in this, I kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, give me the best in everything. But she has proven to me. Left hook, right hand. Massive shot land. It's over, John. Nice fight.
Grasso's eye starting to swell now. Well, she lands the strike there, but it is one and done. Dude, she is absolutely cooked right now.
She's exhausted, J.A. She doesn't have the energy to really throw anything that has any firepower on it. She's done all that she can do early in the fight.
All right, so a lot of blood becoming a factor now as she continues to attack that cut.
You know, I remember when the cut first happened, you saw her smile. Like, okay, I got her now. Now I'm in my zone. But now all this blood, you can see she's almost having a great time because every time she hits her, the blood flies. She can see the effect of the strike. It is perfect for this young lady, this crazy young lady, because she loves doling out punishments.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy. Oh!
Big right hand.
Oh, big knee to the body.
Big shot to the body.
Well, you got to think at this stage of things, there is a wide margin on the judges' scorecard. She has landed a ton of significant strikes in what is her best performance today.
This is the best we've ever seen her look. She did a great job of fighting at her pace, dictating control in all of the exchanges, and she landed punches and bunches.
Well, her striking has been great tonight, blocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This one looked like it was over. If she gets this opportunity again, she needs to go all out to try to finish the fight.
15 seconds to go. That's how you block a strike. And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, that's the end of the round, and the fighter has a cut on her nose. So that is something that certainly bears watching moving forward. Cut man racing in there. He'll try to seal that cut. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but certainly something we'll keep an eye on here moving forward. All right, so she's making her way back to the stool, kind of shaking her head, thought maybe that knockdown would have produced a finish. Not so much.
She's a little discouraged right now because she thought the fight was over. But if you know her, if you spent...
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go, third and final round. Oh, shot to the body connects there, beautifully placed right underneath the elbow. She didn't really throw a lot of body shots overall in the fight, but in the latter stages, smart to work the body. Big right hook attempt, but she misses. All right, so again, she targets that swelling. That would be the way to go, right? Continue to pursue the area in which your opponent has failed to adjust.
Absolutely. She's as smart as they come. You know, we always talk about her ability to beat up her opponents and find the best course of action, the best way to get a victory. She's done that tonight, recognized it early, and she has stayed on course.
Grasso circling towards the left now.
Jab is on point right now. Ooh, big shot lands.
Silva's taking aim at that cut right now, and they might even have to call in a ringside position. Smart decision by the fighter to continue to attack that compromised area. Oh, she caught the kick.
She's in a ton of trouble here.
Big right hand. Well, new round, same result as she continues to attack the body. Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here between these two combatants.
They're both so skilled. They're both so prepared. We knew right away this is going to be a very evenly matched competition.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
There it is again. Look at that.
Oh, big left hook there. Nice punch there by Silva. Pretty good connection by her there on the knee, and I don't care where you are getting knee. It doesn't feel good, and I'd imagine you don't want to take too many.
She thought they'd be available, and she was exactly right.
Silva's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now. Oh, beautiful straight punch there. She is putting it all together here tonight. She caught the leg. Earlier maybe might have gone for the takedown, but in this instance, she chooses to punch out. Nicely done. Big shot on the feet. Oh, continuing to attack the head as that diving punch lands. Two minutes now to go in the fight. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it. Really lighten her up now. Oh, the roundhouse kick lands. Nice combination of strikes there by Grasso. So a lot of strikes have landed here, and she has some...
Oh.
Like that.
Working out of the half guard here. She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, unable to do so. Nice denial by the bottom fighter.
Great recognition in the grappling transitions. Way to maintain that guard. Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Man, she's hurt. Our referee's going to step in here, and you got to think they're going to call on the doctor to look at her nose. That looks nothing like it did yesterday at the weigh.
Well, the problem is she's blowing through the nose.
Yeah.
Her mouth is wide open, so now it's starting to swell. She's really struggling.
Well, it looks as though the fight is going to continue. The fans like that. Perhaps she's got to really go for it now.
She's got to really go for it. She's going to have to empty the chamber here. She's going to have to empty the gas tank trying to finish this fight.
Ready.
All right, so coming into the fight, a lot of people talked about her toughness. She's going to have to lean on it here. Despite the injury, the fight will go on.
Well, she always says she's one of the toughest fighters you'll ever meet. She's going to have an opportunity to prove that now, because this cut is bad.
Oh, she might be able to get her out of there now.
Right. Oh!
Silva's nose is cut. It is mangled. It probably will need to be reset next week, and you got to think the referee and the ringside physician have...
And landed some nasty strikes.
Like that.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Another ground and pound strike lands.